So it's a full elephant on my head. It says Flawless MMA on my finger, and it goes all the way across the top. So Flawless MMA was for my late coach that passed last year or 2 years now. Robert Flawless, he was one of my head MMA coaches when I first got in. He really took me under his wing. I didn't really know much about fighting at all when I found him, and he just kind of like the same story. He threw me in with Miesha Tate the first time I came to MMA gym, and I sparred 3 rounds with Miesha Tate. Got beat up pretty bad, and then he took me under his wing. So I feel like he's one of the really great coaches that I found so far along the journey. So elephant just represents being alone but being with a herd, because elephants are very independent animals, but they still need a team behind them. And MMA is a very individualized sport, but it's so many working pieces behind the scenes. So I feel like the elephant just works perfect with the mindset that I have, and then the way that I approach this fight game and the way I approach life. It was insane. It was insane because it's somebody that I grew up watching, somebody that I grew up really paying attention to, and just one to see her in person was crazy. And I've never been a person that gets starstruck or see people as celebrities. Like I always put everybody on the same level. So to see somebody that I did grow up watching, it was pretty cool. But then to know I had to get in there and actually spar with her was a different thing. She beat my ass like without even trying to censor it or sugarcoat it. It was a very good learning experience, and it was one of those things where I went very cocky, like, oh, it's a girl, she's not gonna do anything. She can fight, and this was prime Miesha Tate. I'm talking about this is back in 2015, 2016. So this is 2014, 2015. So this was a prime Miesha Tate, like just coming off of like the Holly Holmes fight, like in her prime. So it was a great learning experience. I'm happy that my career went the way it did, and I got thrown in with those guys really early. So now I have no fear for any fighter that I step in the cage with.